Today we are working on another cryptogram. This code-breaking puzzle uses the English language where each letter is represented by another letter. So looking at this puzzle, I see some very familiar things that could help us start decoding. For instance, I see this apostrophe word here. In the English language, this is either going to end in an S or it's going to end in a T. So it's either a possessive, such as man's or dog's, the dog's shoe, the man's shoe. But typically, and most commonly, it is an abbreviation of do not, cannot, would not. So I am going to try assuming that it's either don't, can't, or won't, which are very popular words in the English language. So I am going to put an N here and a T here, and then work with that and see if that's going to get me closer to solving this puzzle. Another very common word in the English language, actually two of them, are the words the and you. These are both three-letter words, so you have to try to decipher which three-letter word this may be. If I'm right about the abbreviated first word, then this is hoping to be the word the. However, it may be the word you, and I'm completely wrong about the abbreviated word. In order to decipher the difference between whether this is the word the or the word you, it's quite simple. If it's the word the letter L is actually the letter E. If that's true, E is the most common letter in the English language. You will find lots of L's in the puzzle, which I am here. If it were the word you is less likely to appear in all these other words, such as this one here. This does not make sense. So I think I'm going to go with my first instinct in thinking that that is the letter E, that is the word the. A great way to confirm this thinking is to look for how it appears in the puzzle. I think I'm correct because I'm seeing that this word is most likely the word here, and usually I look for the word the in forming other words such as mother or thing or think, other common words in the English language. I also like to look for the word that, T-H-A-T. I don't see it in this puzzle, so I can't confirm that way. However, I do see TH forming here, which means I'm guessing this is probably the word nothing. Another way to confirm whether you think a letter is decoded as the letter I is usually prominent in two-letter words such as it, and that's all I'm seeing here. Oh, and of course, the sole letter, either A or I, I've already figured out that that is I. This is going to be A, since there are only two one-letter words in the English language, A and I. So now that we've got a few letters plugged in here, let's just step back and look at the puzzle as a whole. If you try to read through it, if I were to say won't go around, that's not typically how a sentence begins in the English language, but don't go around does. So I am pretty confident that is a D. Don't go around. I'm unsure of this word yet. The something something. Oh, there's a popular common word in the English language that I mentioned before. You. So I'm guessing that is probably you. Let's see what else we can see here. It blank here. Now this is where you may just want to try things. I'm guessing this is the word first because it just jumps out at me. Let's see if it filled anything else in. The world. This is appearing in 4 words, so I'm going to just play around here and guess the letter W. Now I'm seeing that's probably world. Don't go around saying the world owed you a living, probably. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. Looks like we've solved it. Who said it? I'm familiar with this author, Mark twain. And that, by looking at the word the word you, the word a, the popular repetition of T and H and other words, helps us break this cryptogram puzzle.